Okay. Holy fuck, I look awful. But honestly, this is low-key giving webcam, so I should not be drinking with lipstick on. Hey guys. I'm sorry. So, like, I know I said that this was like the beginning of like the Hope-a-sance or whatever. But like, this is me when I spread common misinformation on the internet. As you all know, and as you may have been a part of my channel for a while, me and a consistent upload schedule are mortal enemies. Expect the I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Expect the next. Oh my god. Today, out of all days that I decided to make a video, today's the day, because guess what? Thank God it's fucking summer. And I can actually film a video, and I can actually sit down and do things. So this is me sitting down and doing things by making a video about like a lot of things. Think of this as kind of vlog-esque, kind of podcast-esque. Do you remember a series that I used to do back in like 2020 called like Talk Times with Hope, which I sat behind a camera, sat behind a microphone more like, and just talked? It's like that, but like in live action now. There are 3, 2, 3.5. I'm not good with numbers. 2 main topics I really want to discuss today. First one is nostalgia and the heavy part that is played within the past year of my life so far. I don't really know how true that is, but like, take my word for it, please. Because I am I'm one. Nostalgia and how it's played into my first year of college. Second, my first year of college. I don't like publicly discussing my age, mostly because to me it's a very touchy subject. Because up here, like, I'm gonna be turning 30 next year. I'm 29 right now, up here. Physically, I just touched my lip. Physically, 19 years old, just started college. Up here, I've had a working job since I was 20. I have had so many fictional relationships with men and women to the point where, ooh, the delusion. Like, people always want to talk about, like, being delulu. No, half of what I do is just borderline delusion. So this is me, being unfiltered. This is me having no structure to a video. This is me, this is real. This is me. This is how I'm supposed to be. Making up a bunch of shit. I'm gonna talk about nostalgia for the first thing after this 4-minute long intro that I've just done. And how it's also played into a video that I've been wanting to make for like actual years. And I did one time. Kinda. I want to talk about physical media. I want to talk about how it's played a bigger part in my life. You know what? Just let the fucking intro play, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So the first thing I want to talk about is technically not in the frame, but I meant it to be in the frame, and yet it's not in the frame. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first fucking 10 minutes of this video. I want to talk about CDs. I want to talk about CDs and DVDs, to be exact. Nothing happened. Ever since I was a wee lass in the year of our Lord 2020, I have been into physical media. The pandemic hits everyone differently. It involved me collecting physical media and 2, being obsessed with Earth Girls Are Easy so much that I watched it 40 times because it was the only stable thing in my life, according to my therapist. You could say I am a bit of a connoisseur. I know these things I know about thrifting. I know you hipster assholes who stand in the men's section and make me feel self-conscious about myself. I see you. I'm looking at you in the eye because I hate you. Hate you. Like, you know the AM speech of like hate doesn't even begin to explain how I feel about humanity? That's me with hipsters and douchebags in the male section and the women's section of thrift stores. Die. Get out of the section. It makes me feel self-conscious about myself. I usually don't have that problem in the CDs and DVDs section, mostly because, why the fuck does anyone care about CD or DVD anymore? Except for my ass. Off screen right now, and I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm probably gonna break everything, but, I'm not about to throw up a picture. It's right fucking here. This is just a fraction of what I own in CDs. The other CDs are on the other side of this very room, which I will throw a picture of, because I'm not a sociopath. I'll even throw up some of the artists that I have. Boom. Gah! But I am a DVD slut. Love me a good CD. I love me a good DVD. I found some good shit at thrift because, oh my god, because nobody touches the CDs or DVDs. Literally, most of this library right here, thrifted. Would you believe that? Like, about 99% of this is thrifted. Like, some of the more modern stuff, like My Chemical Romance and, like, Hoser, I bought at, like, Barnes & Noble. Usually it's the same thing with DVDs, but I'm a lot more lenient. Sometimes I'll spice it up and I'll go on eBay. eBay sellers need to die also. But if you like this video, I will make a video about how much I hate resellers, because I can talk about that for ages. Not even kidding. Wish I was. I'm gonna get this off my knee because this is gonna probably leave a permanent imprint on my leg. I'm not that strong. Like the Boy Genius song. That rhymed. I have gone through so many CDs in my life. Literally every time it's like spring cleaning, I will at least get rid of like 10 CDs and like 20 DVDs. I love collecting DVDs, but at what cost? Because I only have a dresser that can fill them, and like stuff like my Twilight Shrine, I have limited space in that department. So all of these Twilight DVDs you see and that I've made a whole video about before, they are never going with the rest of my collection. Never, ever. So, I'm sorry, my hair looks like shit. I am a fucking mess. I would talk more, but again, I want to make an entire video dedicated to that, hopefully, and like taking you through it and giving you a tour and such. But the highlight reel is that for CDs, I love collecting movie soundtracks. Literally, like the top couple of slots in the DVD case I just showed you like 10 seconds ago, remember? Lock in. Is just soundtracks. This is the first one. You'll never believe what the next one is. Princess Diaries. Oh my god, this is a pain in my ass. Oh my god. So, at DVDs it's so much worse. But, you're probably also saying,
Hope, you're a pussy if that's all you do.
No, bitch. You know what Hope has since they've started college? A hobby. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that right. I have a hobby now. You'll You'll never believe what that hobby is, bitch. So anyways, do you want to see the 2 games that I have for Game Boy? While I talk about what I have for PlayStation after. I have 3 games, and I have a fun story with how I purchased this. I have a friend who I love very dearly. For the sake of this story, we will call her Bambi. Her name's Bambi.
I know Bambi's technically a boy. I don't care. Bambi's always been a girl to me.
So, Bambi, I was talking about how much I wanted a Game Boy SP as a kid. Because that's true. I had a friend, my childhood friend, like, you know, like one of those friends that like your mom has and like makes you hang out with the kid that happens to be their friend's kid. When you live in a town of 1,000 people, you really don't have many options. I was friends with her, and she had a pink Game Boy SP, and I played Finding Nemo on that, and that was fucking awesome. Anyways, time to show you what I have. First off, the game that I got for free with the system, Pokemon Ruby, or as I call it, Ruby. Ruby, for free. I got the console for free. I'll talk about that in a second. What you may not know about me, and what I will probably make a whole video about one of these days, is the fact that I really like Austin Powers. Unironically, I fucking love Austin Powers. I literally wish I could make this up. I fucking love Austin Powers. I love Austin Powers. I love 2 things in life, and appropriately, they're both Game Boy games that I own. Game Boy Color. Not the point. Austin Powers. This game is shit, by the way. If you're an Austin Powers fan, all 3 of us, if you're an Austin Powers fan, please don't bother. There is a companion game that actually is Austin Powers. This is Dr. Evil, but it's the same thing. First off, it's a mini game collection that's supposed to look like a computer, but they don't tell you that, and you have to guess. Huh? So, the other thing that I love in life, and if you ever doubt on getting me a present, this is what I always suggest. Powerpuff Girls. I love Powerpuff Girls. I get the appeal of Powerpuff Girls. I have 2 Powerpuff Girls blankets. I have a Blossom figurine. I have like 2 Blossom figurines. Appropriately, Blossom is my least favorite out of the group. I think she's a fucking square. I get it. She's the leader and all. Doesn't mean you have to be boring. You can tell who my favorite is. It's Buttercup. Buttercup's my favorite. Seriously, this game is ass. This game is slightly better. What is it? Bad Mojo Jojo? That's the first time I've said his name correctly. You raised me up! So, Mojo Jojo. And it's bizarre. It's a bizarre game. I highly recommend. Music's bomb. But I plan on reshelling it and make it a pink so that it doesn't look like shit. Right now, oh yeah, I should probably tell you the story on how I got this. I have a friend in college named Bambi. Love her to death. She got me this thing. So I was talking about how much I wanted a Game Boy SP as a kid, right? I already told you that part. And she was like,
Well, my brother has one. He's never touched it. Do you want it?
Pause. The way I said yes so quickly. Ooh, girl, it's not even fucking funny. I was like, yes, give it to me now. I need it as soon as possible. I need it injected into my veins. I need it absorbed into my skull. Thank you very much. Love you. If Bambi ends up seeing this video, shout out her. Throw up a funny video. I don't know.
Pick it, boo-boo! Kicking it. Kicking it. Kicking it.
The reason that it has this hideous ass sticker that I bought on Amazon, because it came in a horror pack and I really just wanted an excuse to have stickers, is because this case is, I don't know if you can see it, probably because of the fucking lighting that I picked, but it is scratched up as fuck. You want to know how much Bambi's brother paid for this? Like $100. Like, I think it's like $170 for this thing. Crazy. But they bought it from a used game store that I've frequented and enough times to the point where I've built a majority of my PS2 collection there. I'll get to my PS2 in a minute. I'll talk about that. I'll throw up pictures. I'll talk about the games I have. In a minute. In a minute. So, what I'm talking about. So yeah, I got that Game Boy for free. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Yeah, but their copy of Ruibi, you wanna know how much that costs? Like, on itself? To Pokemon fans, this is not gonna surprise you. As a former Pokemon fan, I was a Pokemon fan when I was 10. I'll give you time. Pick a number. Any number. Wrong. 110. $110 for this tiny box that says Pokemon Ruby version on it. The fuck? Anyways, I'll show you my charms. This one I handmade myself. This one... I forget what these figures are called. Yeah, it's totally blanking on me right now, but I fucking love them, and I have so many of them. I have a concerning amount, and I refuse to get rid of any of them. I'll pop them up on screen if God allows me. This involves several things. First off, in the time that we've forgotten, I'm a lesbian now. This is when I last dated a man. So, the story begins is when I last dated a man who we'll, for now, call Jay. Spelled J-A-Y. As in Blue Jay. So, I was dating Jay, right? He's a super shitty guy. Whatever. And so, I decide, because he's a super shitty guy, I need something else to do in order to fill the time, because he didn't want to spend it with me, because he hated my ass. They hate to see a neurodivergent bitch winning. Me. I'm the neurodivergent bitch. Why do men hate me? I decide, you know what, Hope? You need to get a hobby. You need a hobby, you need it now, and you need it bad. So, I tried picking up an older hobby that I had, literally one that I started college for, writing. And I was like, I could be a writer again. I can do that. No. No. Can't. I will write 10 words on a document and give up. So I was like, okay, what other things could you be interested in? Crocheting, too much work. Knitting, too much work. Sewing. I really just only want to learn it for the basic stuff so I can learn how to sew up my clothes and not be as wasteful. Thank you. Earth Day, Arbor Day. Collecting. I already do that. Video games. Okay. Now, one thing you could have guessed about me from a mile away is that I'm not particularly a gamer. I had a Nintendo DS Lite growing up that had a Wally skin on it, and I loved that thing to death. And I had a 3DS, which I also loved to death, even though I had 2 games on it, and they were Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. I played the shit out of those 2 in the 3 months when I didn't have my phone. Because it got taken away from me. Because I was not doing well in middle school. So I was like, okay, gaming. What about gaming? The thought of me buying a PS5 or like a PlayStation 1 Series X, Y, Pokemon Black, Pokemon Blue, I don't know, whatever number or letter they're on now, made me want to curl up into a ball and cry because I looked at the price tags and I was like, God damn it, this is a really expensive hobby. So I was like, okay, what's a good system to start retro gaming in? And so I looked it up, I looked at a few articles, and they were like, buy a PlayStation 1. And I was like, ew, no. I want one with backwards compatibility because I am a slut. Okay? If I can do 2 different iterations on one console, thank you very much. Why the fuck would I need to buy the other one? I want to run it on better hardware. So I narrowed it down to a few options. I think my few options were 2. Those are few. I had original GameCube in mind, which is what I've always wanted, and I've wanted for years because I originally had Animal Crossing for the GameCube on it. Don't know what the fuck happened to that copy, and if I got rid of it, I should throw myself into the Nile River for that blunder. So, Nintendo GameCube, which I begged my dad to get me, and then he never did, so that's the only grudge I hold against my father. Fuck you, Dad, for that one. Love you, Dad. Love you. Or PlayStation, because I always thought the console wars were stupid, and I thought Xbox was incredibly inferior in every regard. Like, sure, the original like Xbox was really cool and all, and it's literally one of the dream consoles that I want. Xbox 360? Why the fuck would I want to connect? Why the fuck would I want a bunch of shitty ass license games when I could get them on a whole different other console that's more memorable and was literally one of like the biggest consoles ever outside of the Wii, which I also debated about getting. And then I was like, wait, my family owned a Wii and we barely used it, so ergo I'm barely gonna use it. So I came to my final decision. I came to my final conclusion. I went, okay, we're gonna buy a PlayStation 2. Mind me, pause. That was hashtag pause. While I say this next part, please don't make fun of me. I've been dreaming about this since I was 13. Unpause. So we go down to Minneapolis, right? Which is like relatively close to where I live. It's like 45 minutes-ish, give or take. And we go to this one place, kind of on the way there. It's about an hour out. It's whatever. I really wanted to go. It's a place where I grew up, and I was like, and they have this one place. This is one, like, retro game store / arcade thing, right? Love that store. Love it to death. I wish I could say the name, but I'm gonna gatekeep. So this is the one time I'm gonna be gatekeeping. The one time. These ones I bought for cheap. This entire collection is mostly thrifted. And or from Hot Topic. And or the new Monster High Creep Over Party dolls. Most of those plushies I bought thrifted. We go to this game store. And previously on the drive there, I was like, Dad, can I have $100? Because, here's my game plan. My dad gives me the $100. I spend a majority of it on the PlayStation. I fill whatever other costs with my own wallet. Because at the time I was getting paid relatively well. And I did not want to spend my $200 on one game console and then like maybe 2 games. Because honestly with my paycheck, that's how I was going to go. So I was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. My dad is going to give me the $100. I'll pay for the majority cost and whatever gaps. And then I'll have more money for games, right? So I go in there. I play Crazy Taxi Arcade. I bomb at it. I kill my dad at Street Fighter 2 because I am the best in the game. So I'm gay. Of course I'm good at fucking Street Fighter 2. So I go over to the used game section part of the store. They got all kinds of shit. They got like DS games, they got 3DS games, they got fucking Xbox One, they got I don't care. I go to the PlayStation. I'm looking at all the PlayStation games. They have a majority of what I want, right? And I think the ones that I wanted at the time were Enter the Matrix, From Russia with Love, because I wanted a James Bond game because I'm not getting it in Nintendo 64. Like Metal Gear Solid 2, which is, I really wanted Metal Gear Solid. I wanted Metal Gear Solid. I wanted Metal Gear Solid 1, but that shit is so expensive. I get why. I get it. This is one of my many points. Why the fuck is Silent Hill $300? I'm not spending $300 on that. I would rather die. Thank you very much. So, I'm just gonna wait for that. Same thing with the original Resident Evil. I've seen some copies go for $700. I would rather die. I think I wanted Enter the Matrix, From Russia with Love. What was the other one? I just said it. Metal Gear Solid 2. And I think, like, the original Hitman game. The first Hitman game. And then, like, one other one that I'm totally blanking on. 5 games. And so, I call my dad in, and I'm like, Dad, buy me the PlayStation 2. Please. And he goes,
Well, Hope, I'm gonna give you a dilemma, okay? Do you want $100 or do you want the PlayStation?
and I went, Dad, I was gonna use the $100 to buy the PlayStation, so, can we, like, cut out the middleman here, and you just get me the PlayStation? Thanks. So he gets me the PlayStation. I end up having to pay for the games, which was fine. It was like 30 bones, which I was fine with. I mean, for a used game store, I thought it was fine. Again, Chibi Robo goes for $200, so, which I still think is crazy. And I would rather rip out all my eyelashes than pay $300 for Chibi Robo. I just want Chibi Robo. I don't care. I just want Park Patrol. Why the fuck is it costing $100? I just want Park Patrol. So, they bring out the refurbished one, because they were like, do you want new in box? It costs more. And I was like, bitch, just give me the refurbished one. I don't care. As long as the hardware works, I don't care. So, we go see Dan and Phil, which is why we went to Minneapolis in the first place. Before you ask, yes, it was fucking awesome, and I shat my pants the whole time. And I have a poster, and I have a t-shirt, which is an entire story for a different day. So I get back from this little trip with my refurbished PlayStation 2, and my heart full of joy. They gave me a wireless controller. Pause. You may not think that's bad. Holy fuck. Wait until you tell, just pause. Pause a minute. Hear me out. Listen. Objection. Overruled. Just wait. So, I get started. I set it all up. I hang it up to my TV, thinking that I'm going to need an entirely different adapter. Thank God. My shitty-ass smart TV, owned by Amazon. I love you, Jeff Bezos. Please don't get rid of my TV. I need that. I set it all up. Works. It's in Spanish. However, I took 4 years of Spanish. 3 years of Spanish. Donde está la biblioteca? It's fine. I can work my way through it relatively fine. I get it all changed. Now it's in English. I set it to the correct time and everything, and whatever. I boot up the game, my first game, which is Enter the Matrix. Enter the Matrix is fun as shit. I don't care what anybody says. It's fun. Except for that driving segment. That driving segment can die. One day, after charging the wireless controller, like I'm supposed to, I decide, you know what? It's been a while since I've played it, and I've used this controller a total of 1 time. Let's try it again. I plug it into the console. Not reading. I realize, well, maybe I put it in wrong. That happens to be a tendency for me. Put it in again. Not reading. Okay. I look at my problem. Apparently, wireless controllers for the PlayStation 2 and basically, ones after the 360 and PlayStation 4, like before that, all wireless controllers basically suck ass and don't even bother. Which I was like, okay. Cool, so you're basically saying my controller is useless? And the internet went, yeah, it's useless. Get a new one. So I was like, okay. So, and now pause. I have a girlfriend. Unpause. So now that my girlfriend is aware of this, she starts requesting shit that I buy for my PlayStation 4. 4 minus 2. Saved my ass. So anyways. So, and God bless her. I love her to death, but God, she's just the weirdest shit. The reason that I own so many licensed games right now is mostly because of her. Because we will go to local thrift stores and she will find games like that and then she'll shove it in my face and go, buy it. And then I'll go, fine, okay, it's $10. That's crazy, but fine, okay. I am a cheapskate. Unpause. So, that's happened on 3 different occasions. 3 different occasions. Kingdom Hearts, she almost got me. She almost got me with Kingdom Hearts. Almost. Didn't. She got me with Lego Star Wars 2, though. That game's fun. 2 was Flushed Away. Why the fuck did I buy that one? I haven't touched it. I haven't played it. Why the fuck did I buy it? 3, the Animorphs game for PlayStation 1. Animorphs Shattered Reality. God bless her. She fucking loves Animorphs. God bless her. Love her so much. She fucking loves it. And so she was like,
Okay, Hope, I love you. Please buy the PlayStation 1 game.
and I went, I really don't want to. You buy it for me. And she went,
No, you buy.
and I went, fine. God forbid I love you. So I buy the game. And I do a trial run. The day it comes, I do a little trial run and make sure it works. Works fine. However, bad platformer. Really bad, awful platformer. To the point where I got so fucking frustrated with myself. Because I was like, maybe, like, I know I just started gaming for the first time. And, you know, the only thing I've really had experience with is a handheld. But maybe I'm bad at video games. Pause. I am. But that's unrelated. Unpause. So my girlfriend's like, oh,
Alright, fine. Let me play it.
because I assume in her head, she's like,
Damn, Hope's really bad at video games. Let me just do it. Because I'm the butch in this relationship. Let me do it.
show the infamous video.
I'm like actually gonna like fucking go crazy. Like, it wouldn't like me like fucking attack. Like, I'm like actually, I fucking, Can I punch your screen?
Yeah. It's so awful. It is the worst thing to control on planet Earth. And whoever did design this game, why? I recommend doing your own research on the game because, I'm only gonna give you this, something Columbine, something. Unpause. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, isn't it? A holy grail. I have a few holy grails in terms of video gaming. The second one is a reasonably priced Manhunt 2. I own Manhunt 1. I bought it for $35 at the used game store. The same one where my friend Bambi purchased the beautiful red Game Boy SP. They had a copy there for $75. I went, that's the most reasonably priced thing on planet Earth. Holy fuck, I'm still not paying that. Fuck no. I own a lot of games. The one that I particularly, 2 games that I want to bring up, both are Adult Swim. That's the other thing. If you don't know what to buy me for Christmas, just buy me anything Adult Swim related. I love Adult Swim. Not Rick and Morty, that's different. That's not associated to me. So, I love Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It is one of the most problematic shows that I like. One of. And appropriately, they have a game on the PS2 called Aqua Teen Hunger Force Ninja Zombie Pro-Am, which is a golf kart racer that is also murder. I really like the golf. Killing's a pain in my ass. I didn't even try the racing. I let my girlfriend do that one. I didn't want to deal with it. Overall, highly recommend that you buy the game yourself. For me, it was a rare find because I literally could not find it on eBay to save my life. And it's a miracle that I even found anything relating to it, especially in person, and for a reasonable price. I think I bought it for like 24 bucks, something like that, which I was like on the pricier side, but you know what? Fine. I'm willing to pay for it because this is a rare game to me. Because there were like 2 listings on eBay and both were extraordinary, and I was like, fuck no, I'm not paying that. So, Zombie Ninja Pro-Am. Some of the saving makes me want to kind of die, but love it. The game that pissed me off the most was Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law. Pause. I've never played an Ace Attorney game ever, so I don't know how any of it works. Unpause. So, Harvey Birdman at Law is a Harvey Birdman game. Who would have thunk it? That's Ace Attorney. If you've ever played an Ace Attorney game, you have played Harvey Birdman. If you've ever played a Harvey Birdman, you've probably played an Ace Attorney game. Kill. So the one thing that nobody tells you about Ace Attorney and or Harvey Birdman is the fact that when witnesses give their statements, you have to click on the correct phrase with the correct item, and or Harvey Birdman will get mad at you and he will be publicly embarrassed in front of the entire court, and then there will be a public hanging in 2 days. So I didn't know that, and I got so frustrated with the game that I'm not usually one to look up a tutorial. Although I'm a beginner, I am one to look up a tutorial. I'm still not. So for this one, I was like, this is pretty straightforward. I don't think I need a tutorial. I looked up 2 different tutorials. Video and forum. I had to pull out the forum. Ladies and gentlemen. The forum. Gaming forum. Nobody's been on it in 17 years. Except for my ass. Because I couldn't figure out how to get past the first case. Because it pissed me off so bad. I ended up figuring it out. I'm almost done with the game. I literally have I think I'm in the final trial of the last level. I'm literally almost done. I've just been so fucking lazy on playing it. I also own Burnout Revenge on the PS2. Yes, for the Smiling Friends meme, play it.
I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out with me and smoke weed and fill our bellies with diet soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
Because my best experiences have been with things that I own and not things that I can look at through a screen. That was really corny what I just did, but I don't care. That's the other thing. Be cringe and be free. Fuck, it's fucking 2025. Why the fuck do we give a shit about being nonchalant? Be chalant. Be chalant. That's all I ask. Be chalant. Give a shit about stuff. It's so sexy when you give a shit about stuff. It's so fun. I'm being so fucking serious. It's so fun when you give a shit about stuff. I would not have this if I didn't give a fuck about shit. Would I own Shares Believe if I didn't give a shit? No. Because I would be too concerned. Oh my god. I'd be too concerned with my own ego and being nonchalant to have fun. And if that involves me buying the When Harry Met Sally soundtrack, fine. Whatever. If it means spending $1 million on the Pretty Woman soundtrack, fine. I'm just pulling out CDs at this point. I'm doing a mini CD tour. But that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is have fun, be chalant, know your worth, have fun. Do crack, don't do crack. I'm a person in a screen. You should not be listening to anything that I say. Buy a PlayStation 2. I don't know. I don't know. Play the intro? Play outro? I don't know. Princess Diaries.
Hey,